Hi there and welcome to Moonlight Hive. I am Esperanza and today I am going to be cleaning out my closet to make room for a altar area as well as a new filming studio area because we just signed our lease, so we will probably be here a year at least, if not more. And I don't have a proper area to film that I don't have to set up and tear down every time, and that makes it really hard to do content, especially when you are a mom who works. So I figured, why not turn this wasted closet space into an altar area that doubles as a film studio. Okay, so this is kind of the angle that I'm working with, and as you can see, I just have a lot of stuff over here. This has kind of been my altar ritual area since I've been here, and I just have not organized it at all because I knew I wanted to make a video of me doing all of that. So it has gotten out of hand and it is a monster of its own now. It's all my crafting supplies mixed with all my witchy stuff, mixed with my stuff. So plan again. I'm going to get rid of these purses, move this, and then we're going to organize all of this. And then I have some vinage and some fairy lights that I ordered that I'm going to set up to make the background aesthetic. So that's the plan as far as organizing, and as far as topics to discuss while I organize. Since I don't really have a following yet, I asked ChatGPT to give me 15 different questions that they think my viewers might want to know about me. And from there, I asked my husband, I didn't read any of the questions, I asked my husband Curtis to go through a few of them and pick which ones he thinks my audience might like. And then I don't know if he tweaked them or anything, but I had him pick a few, he sent them over to me, and I will be reading those and going over those throughout this video as well. So a little get to know me as well as some satisfying reorganizing and just a cozy video to hang out with. So let's begin. I am overwhelmed. Okay, so we are going to start with going through the purses, and then I'm going to go through this box and hopefully just get rid of all of the stuff in this corner. And then we can start organizing, placing, and then decorating. Everyone get your tea and get ready to get cozy and organize. So let's go through purses. So I don't really have a method of organization when it comes to my purses. They're kind of all just hanging in the corner. Oh, and this one has games in it. Oh man, more games. I'm trying to organize all of my games in the corner over here. A little fun fact, my husband and I are both big board game players, and I can just show you our little collection real quick. We have a ridiculous amount of games, but we love board games. Got some back there too. So our favorite to usually play is Clue. Play a lot of Sorry. Coup, I don't know where she is. Oh, she's back there. But yeah, that's our board game stash. Okay, so back to purses. This, I'm probably not actually going to throw away any purses because I don't have that many purses. And these ones that I do have all actually mean something to me. So I'm just going to relocate them. But I can show you a few of them. I don't think any of them actually have designer names, but they're just pretty. And my mom left them to me. And so they mean a lot to me. Then we have this beautiful orange one. And then I have my Stitch little fanny pack Loungefly. And then my little Loungefly I bought with little skeletons on it because I went through x-ray school and I also just think it's cool. This beautiful one, look at the beautiful detailing on the handle. It's a little rough on the shoulder to wear as an everyday bag. And then my last one, groceries, 100% not tequila. My sister-in-law got this for me because I love tequila, obviously. All right, I'm going to relocate these back over to the other side of my closet and I'll be right back. Okay, so I removed the purses and I removed the box, the big tub that was in here with all the box of all my abandoned crafts and things that don't have places in my home. And now we get to get into the meat of figuring out where I want to put everything. I don't really have any shelving or anything quite yet. I wanted to see what the space was looking like when I was working with it to see what I can get. So I'll probably get some sort of like small table to put in the corner here. So for now, everything will just be on the floor and on these floating shelves. So we will figure out some sort of organization. I'm gonna move my shelf that I have up here. I have my family altar up here. I'm gonna bring that down to probably one of these two and move this altar up. I'm going to organize my candles, my herbs, and find places for my cauldron and my pestle and mortar and display my books. Then we're going to hang the vines and the fairy lights. All right, let's get started. While I'm organizing, I am going to read some of the questions. So the first one is, what kind of magic did I believe in as a child, and do I still believe in it now? What kind of magic did I believe in when I was a child? I'm going to say that when I was little, I really thought that the moon followed me. I think that's something that a lot of people experience and think about. They feel like the moon is following them, but I've just felt this like really strong connection to the moon, I guess. She was always something that I found as a constant, as a stable in my life, and I still feel that way. I am really into celestial work and just connecting with the moon in general, talking to her. She's always been someone that I've talked to, always been a side and part of my heart. And I would say that was from when I was really little, and that has never gone away. It's only gotten stronger as I've gotten older, even when I wasn't so really walking the path of like a witch. I still connected with the moon and loved her, and she was where I went to talk always. So yeah, definitely my belief in moon magic. I am going to do a little bit of this and not talk because I can't do two things at once apparently. So I'm gonna throw on some music and I'll talk to you in a few minutes. What is a small ritual I do or want to do that makes ordinary life feel sacred? Well, first off, I light a candle and put on Fleetwood Mac or, the Cranberries or just instrumental Hertz music or even just frequencies. I will put those on at all times if I am doing anything. I try to just really romanticize and live. I like to glamorize my life, so I'm normally wearing like a silk robe and like a teddy around the house, but obviously I'm filming, so I'm in my other attire. So I have my little spices over here. Now I'm just putting my incense and my candles over here as well. Got some more incense, some sage, and then some loose herbs. Okay, so another question that I have is, what's one part of my life that feels like a spell coming true? Oh my gosh, all of my life. Are you kidding? I would have to say, honestly, my family. All I ever wanted growing up was a stable household with a family that is loving and kind and communicative and intentional. And that's exactly what my family is. And we're not perfect by any means, but I didn't know love like I knew when I had my daughter. It is just a special kind of love that, it's the best thing in the whole wide world. And then getting to do that with my best friend has just made life so magical and so amazing. And I am just so lucky and blessed to be surrounded by as much love as I am surrounded by, and that was all little me ever wanted. All right, so we're kind of done with the organizing. I really don't have that much to organize with. I still have to kind of get everything, but we can decorate. All right, so I am pretty satisfied actually with so far how this is coming out. It's just a little like green aesthetic vibe background from my face, so I'm not super worried about it. I think it's going to grow with time. I don't think that it's going to be perfect the first time I do it, and that is okay, and I'm learning that that is okay. I am more of a perfectionist than I like to admit or be honest with myself. I am a little bit of a control freak, and it's something that I'm working on and letting go of, and it's been difficult, but we are a work in progress, aren't we? We all are. All right, so I want to do the last question, and that question is, what is something I'm learning to trust in myself? Well, that actually kind of goes with what we were just talking about. I am really learning to trust that I am more capable than I give myself credit, and I really have a strong chance at living a very long, happy, healthy life if the cards keep rolling in my favor, and that I actually have a lot of privilege and opportunity to be the kind of person that I am in the environment that I am in. And I think that I'm learning to trust myself to be okay with seizing opportunities that I am granted and just taking things with a very grateful heart and returning and helping when I can. And just honestly trusting myself with the fact that I am capable of living my dreams, and I have a lot of dreams, and I think that I have never really been comfortable with the idea of living a long life. I guess I never thought that I was like actually going to make it this far in life, so I never really had plans, and now I'm feeling like I'm waking up for the first time in my life these last couple of years. Like I've kind of come into a different sort of consciousness that I've never been in before. And I don't know if that's just what happens to you when you come out of your 20s and into your 30s, when you've lived kind of a semi-traumatic life and then getting caught in sort of a religious blunder, and I don't know, just being lost and confused, and finding myself in witchcraft has just been honestly monumental. And it really started with the idea that maybe crystals could help me not be an anxious, depressed mess anymore, and it spiraled from there, and I really just connected with my magic and connected with myself in just this way that I can't even put into words. Of it's nothing but natural to me, and I think just trusting myself that this is all real and it's all happening, and I get to experience life and make life what I want to make it, and the world is my oyster, and I have to trust myself that I can accomplish everything that I set out to, and I will fall and mess up, and I will have scars and stories to tell, but I'm going to meet a lot of really amazing people and connect with a lot of really awesome people on the way and make a difference when I can, and that's just what life is about. So I think just trusting myself that life is going to turn out exactly the way that it's meant to, and just enjoy the ride, is really what I think I've been thinking about a lot recently. So I'm going to go with that as my answer. Okay, I'm going to get the last bit of these fairy lights hung up, and then we'll do a little reveal. See you in a minute. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really like the way that this came out. I think that it's going to make for a really cute backdrop for my videos, and I'm super excited to use it to create content for you guys. So if you have any suggestions or anything that you guys would like me to do or experiment with or whatever, I am super open to suggestions, and I am so excited to connect with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit. I would love to get to know you guys as well, so if you would like to answer any of those questions that I answered, feel free to drop your comment down below, and I would love to connect with you and have a little chat. I hope you have a magical day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!